What if I told you that the decade's most endearing love tale had just materialized? That the celebrities we all fell in love with on TV have now married, and their wedding is much more stunning than we could have ever dreamed. It's official. Yes, Shen Yue and Dylan Wang are wed. In less than an hour, a leaked private wedding video has taken over the internet. Everyone is asking the same question. How did this even happen in secret? Fans are grieving. Hearts are healing. You don't want to miss a second of this momentous occasion, so stay with me through to the very finish. Over a serene Austrian lakeside home, the video opens gradually and fades into dawn light. The scene is serene and silent until we meet Shen Yue, wearing a silk robe and grinning through tears as she stands on a balcony. She murmurs, "I used to say that he would return if he was the one. He did." Suddenly, the feeling strikes. The film then shows us intimate moments and behind-the-scenes footage that no one had before seen. As it happens, Dylan and Shen Yue had gotten back together behind closed doors about a year prior. They traveled together, laughed together, and quietly made their way back to one another away from the spotlight. The actual wedding took place in a centuries-old European chapel nestled amid mountains and woodlands. Shen Yue donned an ivory gown made by a Taiwanese designer who was blind and whom she met while volunteering. The simple yet beautiful words, "I've been waiting since you left," were written on the back of her veil, her bouquet, not from a store. The day prior, Dylan selected the flowers himself. The room seemed to hold its breath as she walked down the aisle to the gentle melody of Hikaru Utada's First Love. The vows followed. "I thought fame was what I wanted, but every award I won without you felt like nothing," Dylan admitted as he stood there, his voice trembling. "The only thing I ever prayed to keep was you." His, her, and even the priest's tears fell. There was no performance. It was authentic. Everyone in the audience was utterly stunned as he continued, "If loving you means giving up the world, I'll do it because you are my world." The event consisted of family, intimate friends, and quiet candlelight without any glitz or glam. "I once watched my daughter cry over this boy," Shen Yue's father said in a touching toast. "I get to see her marry him tonight. We all hope to experience that kind of love." "We're finally home," Dylan whispered softly, kissing her hand. However, the conclusion, the true twist, was that the video's last sequence returns them to the original Meteor Garden beach setting where it all started. They sat next to each other, barefoot on the sand, dressed in white. "We started here," Dylan remarked, glancing into the camera. "Here, you witnessed our love blossom. We now want you to witness the conclusion." Then, grinning, he held her hand and said, "This is where forever begins." One more message came before the television went black. This was never just fiction. Fate was constantly involved. The narrative that we all supported suddenly came to pass. This is more than simply a wedding film. It's evidence that genuine love endures forever, even when it is silent.